what happened and what did I make what happened mean? There's a huge difference. There's a circle of what actually happened, and there's no denying of that. There's no denial of what happened. I'm not going to deny that something happened. But then there's also the circle of what I made it mean. The story about what happened. And that story is what keeps me a prisoner. It's what has kept me a prisoner to my own stories and my own meanings that I placed upon what happened. The pure, raw facts. The facts are the facts. Then there is the stories, the meaning that I gave to those facts. The emotions and the feelings I felt and feel based on what happened, and the stories. There is what happened, and that's just what happened. It's actually sort of meaningless. A lot of people can experience the exact same thing, right? The exact same experience, but each and every person will have a different meaning prescribed to that experience. So a lot of humans, I'll speak for myself, I have walked around living in a prison that is of my own creation, that is from me making up stories about what happened, making up the story that, wow, I don't think I should live my life with an open heart anymore, because human beings will simply crush the heart. They will destroy it. Based on one experience that I had a long time ago. And that experience, first of all, wasn't even actually what I made it mean is not actually what happened. I'm not being in reality, because what actually happened was I had a father who was struggling with crystal meth addiction because of his own childhood and how he grew up, and it was very difficult, and he was struggling. He always loved me. He never once did not love me. He never once wanted to mistreat me or be mean to me or stomp on my heart. Never once. He was suffering. He was in his own journey. What did I make that mean? When his presence went away, I must have done something majorly wrong. And I shouldn't keep my heart open and love a man, because if I do, he's just going to crush it and disappear. Wow. This is the prison that I created for myself, and I imposed all of it. And then I walk around in present reality now, subtly controlled by that. This is not freedom. And we are only free. We are only free if we are willing to look at the prison cell, the prison walls we keep ourselves in with our own made up stories and beliefs. And a lot of them were born when we were younger and when we had certain experiences that made us feel like, wow, something is majorly wrong. Something is wrong. That first time when we felt like something was wrong. And then another time, an experience when we were younger, which could be the first time we felt like we don't belong here. And then we started adapting from those feelings, from that feeling of something is wrong and I don't belong, and I started adapting. Then there's another experience which gives the feeling like, wow, I'm really on my own, and then adapting from that. And I go on living in a way that is not actually authentic to me, because true authenticity, it is filled with sharing and being unreserved and being open and being loving. Humanity has made things that are not natural very normal. And what is not natural is to close off, is to hide away, it's to push away, it's to not want to, share or be truthful. That's not natural. What's natural is actually wanting to share, wanting to play, and wanting to support one another and to be there for one another and to take a stand for each other and to love each other and to not just love each other but to take a stand for each other. But because of human beings being more like machines versus actually being like life itself, human beings living more in their operating system, and the operating system that constantly tells us that, oh, did you hear how he just said that comment? Did you hear how he just looked at you? That's not good. That's wrong. That's bad. Get angry at him now. He's wrong. He's bad. We are reacting so much to our own commentary, to our own reaction to what is happening. We are not actually being with life. We are not even being with other people. We're only listening for what we already think we know that they're going to say. We're already listening with our own interpretations of what is being said, not actually even listening. There is great empowerment that comes when I am willing to inquire about how I've not been listening to people. I've been listening from my own interpretations, from my own place of thinking that I know that person, from my own world, from my own point of view. And there is great power and empowerment that comes from actually, for once, stepping outside of my world and being curious about the other's world. Being curious to actually perhaps ask my husband, hey, curious, how is it for you actually to be with me when I am how I am? What is the impact of my behavior on you? Versus just constantly be in our world, my world. I'm right. I can justify everything in every way I act. I have a justification for all of it. I am always right. It's like human beings have let go of being interested in their impact on the collective because we're so caught up in our own worlds. Yet there is a space that is beyond all this operating system, beyond all this noise, beyond this machine, because a lot of humans are being run by their machine right now, not by the actual pure, raw, most potent life that they are, the space. There is a space that is here, that's always here, and it is nothing. It is a space of nothing. There's nothing here, because life is inherently meaningless. And this is the space that's always reality, the space, the place, this moment that it's nothing here. But from nothing, anything and everything can become possible. Anything and everything becomes possible from this space of nothing. What is important to remember is that life is inherently meaningless, and we are the ones giving meaning to everything. Oh my gosh, look, that person liked my post. That must mean I'm good. Oh my God, look, that person did not like my post. Or look, I lost 10 followers. That must mean something. Being victims to the meanings that we are placing into the space of nothing. I think it's time we all take a lot more responsibility for our lives and how we are creating it, because we are the ones that get to create our life, and we create it from nothing. We do not create it from a past, because the past actually does not exist in reality. If we want to live in reality, there's got to be some honesty that the past does not exist. When we're trying to change or become better, we're trying to change and become better from a self, from this self that has all these past memories and things. When we transformation, the difference between change and getting better and transformation is that transformation doesn't have a past. It only has this now moment and this now moment and this now moment, and a future that holds, and anything, like there's infinite possibilities because we get to create it starting right now from a clear, clean slate. Transformation, when we know we've had true transformation, is when we feel that there's an actual reset, and we're no longer referring to all of the past ideas and point of views that we have of ourselves or anybody else. Holding point of views about other people is continuously creating that same reality, and we are the ones doing it. And I love taking that level of self-responsibility where I see, wow, I'm the one that's holding it all in place. The power of our words, the power of our thoughts and the narratives we tell and the stories we tell ourselves is huge. Huge. And I find it incredibly sexy and exciting to be living in this now, in this place of nothing, where I have no past, and where I get to actually be a creator of a future that is empowering, not just for myself, but for others, for other people, where I actually stand not just for myself, but for other people, where I care so much about life itself that I am willing to actually call myself out on my own bullshit and my own disempowering stories that I keep telling to myself and also telling about others. But it's very difficult, obviously, to look at oneself and to call oneself out. Most people do not want to do that. They would much rather defend, deflect, and push away and say that other things are wrong, other people are bad, and they like to justify why they are as they are. I don't find that attractive. Some people would literally die to be right. What does that say? That's a machine. That's an operating system. That's not authentic. Die to be right about their point of view and their perspective on life. But if it's not empowering you, if it's not creating empowerment around you, perhaps it's time to let that go. That's what I feel is the most truthful and authentic thing to do, and it is also the thing that is actually most, if you want to live in integrity, it has the most integrity to let it go. This is what I feel and what I'm coming to see right now in my life. And that's all. Thank you for listening. Leave a comment down below what you're present to right now. Leave a comment to what you're present to right now. All right. Thank you.